Hello, boys, girls, lords, ladies, gentlemen, men, women, humans, aliens, or whatever is out there and watching this today. This is, of course, the great and glorious, soon-to-be famous one day Nick Dutch, back on the camera yet again. Now, the purpose of this particular video is to take you through a process which may lead to some of the experience of what some people call an astral projection. Now, let me just clarify that. I'm not telling you that I can say with 100% certainty that the astral body actually exists, nor can I say that if you do have an astral projection that is proof of life after death, because I don't think it is, because you have an astral projection when you're alive. Don't try and speed up the process, okay? Just carry on being alive. That's a good thing, okay? Right, now, what I'm going to do first is just do a bit of talking, give you a bit of background basically, and then we'll go into the meditation experience itself. My recommendation is that you do favorite this video so you know where it is if you want to use it again. Also, do not see what I say about this as being like the actual technique that you must obey, because basically that's bullshit thinking. Alright, there's no such thing as an actual technique for anything within the apparently paranormal, supernatural, magical, occult, or all the rest of it. It is all based upon other traditions, other ideas, your own experiences, and then just experimenting. This is purely an experiential, experimental, personal art form, okay, rather than a hard and fast science, alright. I will also caution you, I'm not going to take this video twice, so there may be a distraction. If the cat comes in, you may hear the cat flap going bonk bonk and the cat going meow meow. So if that happens, I apologize profusely, but do try and ignore that particular noise if you can. Right, let's start off with what the doctrine of the astral body is. I mean, tradition or mythology suggests that you have at least two bodies. There's the one that you're aware of, your physical body, and then there's another one which is a complete replica of your physical body, which is made basically out of some kind of ectoplasm or mind stuff, as some people tend to call it. And this is perfectly superimposed upon your physical body when you're awake. But when you're either at rest, in a deep rest, or when you're asleep, this astral body sort of goes out of the physical to try and absorb some energy from outside, the spiritual ether around you. Whether this spiritual ether exists, none of us can actually say. Whether this astral body exists, none of us can actually say. But there are some strange experiences which can occur, and therefore it is fun and interesting to experiment with the actual exercise. Bear in mind also what I mentioned in the relaxation meditation video, in that there is this thing called neuroplasticity, which means that your brain changes structure if you carry on doing an exercise time and time again every single day for, let's say, 90 days. Alright, your brain actually changes structure. There's also this thing called neurogenesis, which suggests if there's an exercise which requires concentration, which you carry on doing, again, over 90 days, for 20 minutes every single day for 90 days, you actually grow new brain cells to enable you to be able to do the exercise. I mean, let's take the example of someone who can type really, really fast on a QWERTY keyboard. Were they born, literally born, with the skill to be able to type very quickly on a QWERTY keyboard? The answer to that is no, but they've learned it, and through going through the process of learning, the brain actually changes to the point whereby they can type really fast. Okay? When I first started out being a tarot reader using Live Person, I couldn't type quickly at all. But during those days when you're actually allowed to charge really low, I had quite a good stream of clients coming in, and I had to learn to type really, really quickly. So my brain learned the skill of doing that. Now maybe you could translate that into other exercises such as meditation, contemplation, visualization, and all the rest of that, and work out which exercises you can do. Base everything upon your own experiences and any extra research into other mythologies which are out there if you wish. But all I'm planning on doing here is to try and bring you to a point whereby you can start to have something like an astral projection experience. I read somewhere, so don't quote me, I just read it somewhere, that the brainwave frequency of someone who is about to have an astral projection experience moves into the gamma range, which is even faster than in your normal waking consciousness, which is predominantly beta rhythm, apparently. And what I've discovered is there is a strange feeling of almost euphoric vertigo, which seems to happen prior to having something which feels almost like your spirit body is lifting up out of the physical. And so I think it would make some possibly logical sense that when you do this and you're actually able to generate this slightly vertigo feeling, that you're actually developing the gamma brainwave frequency. And anything else, of course, we'll have to say is through extrapolation, maybe. We don't know. All I can say is suck it and see, and carry on practicing and take it, one step at a time and see how it goes. Okay, so I guess without further ado, let me take you on a journey outside of your body. That's something you don't hear someone say every single day now, is it? Okay, maybe that's a first for you. Now, if you're an atheist, do the exercise anyway. If you don't believe in the astral body, okay, well, why not just accept the fact that under some strange circumstances, some strange things can happen, and then just see what you make of the experience if you ever have it. Okay? We're going to start with something similar to the relaxation exercise we did before, just because it's convenient. For this exercise, I'm going under the assumption that you are at a complete state of physical rest. You're sitting back on a chair with a good back, slightly reclined, with your legs in a comfortable position, maybe on a footstool or whatever, just totally relaxed, or maybe lying on your bed on your back, nice and comfortable. Okay? So, here goes. Start by breathing gently, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Your eyes closed. You have nothing to fear and nothing to be afraid of. We're going to take you into relaxation, and you're going to enjoy it in a calm, tranquil way. You expect nothing, you anticipate nothing. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You're not afraid, you're not concerned. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, keeping the eyes closed. Relax. Slowly relax further. Feel through your mind's eye any tension which you are experiencing around the muscles of your face, your nose, your jaw, your cheeks, around your ears, the forehead, the temples, the back of the head, and the neck. Be aware of it. Don't touch it, just be aware of it. Carry on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Slowly, consciously, release the tension. Let it go, bit by bit. Feel it melt away. Let it ebb away from you. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, nice and comfortable. Now think about your shoulders. Try and sense your shoulders. Be aware of them. Be aware of any tension and stress that may be in your shoulders. Just gently hold your attention upon your shoulders and let the stress and let the tension in the knotted muscles slowly ease. Gently ease. Feel the stress melt away. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now focus on your chest area. And think about all the muscles connecting the ribs, the sternum, and even the spine. Carry on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and let the tension slowly ebb away. And now think about your arms and your hands. And be aware of any tension and any stress that might be in your arms and in your hands. And as you breathe out, breathe that stress and tension away. Good. You are doing very well. Now, hold your attention upon your abdomen and your pelvis area. Be aware of where there's stress or tension, where the muscles are still reacting as if you were standing on your own 2 feet. You're not standing up now. You don't need that tension and muscular stress. Let it go. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now hold your attention upon your legs and on your feet. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And let the stress and the tension in your legs and your feet ebb away slowly. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. Good. You're doing well. You expect nothing, you anticipate nothing. Enjoy the sense of being relaxed, at ease with yourself. Be calm. Now, be aware of your heartbeat. Hold your attention upon your chest area, slightly to the left inside the rib cage. Feel it. Maybe you can feel the pulse. Feel it beating. Be aware of it in your chest. Now be aware of it throughout the whole of your chest area, including your ribs. That's right. You can feel it there. Now, be aware of it in your arms and in your hands. Hold your attention on your arms and on your hands. And soon, you'll be able to feel your heart beating there as well. Good. You're doing very well. Now, hold your attention upon your legs and upon your feet. And your abdomen area and your pelvis. And feel the pulse beating there as well. Good. You are doing very well. Now, shift your attention to the back of your head. Just think about the back of your head, almost as if you were using the back of your head as a tactile, sensory organ. But what you're looking for now is the feeling of your own pulse in the back of your head. Be aware of it. Sense it. Feel it. It may come gently first, but it may get stronger. Just hold your attention there just for the moment. Carry on breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, try and maintain your attention on all of the parts of your body that you have been relaxing and you have been feeling the pulse beating in. Tip of your head, your face, your ears, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your hands, your abdomen, your pelvis, your legs, and your feet. If you don't do it perfectly, don't worry. Just try and hold your attention upon the feeling of your whole body. Be aware of your whole body just for a few moments. Don't strain, don't stress. Stay relaxed. Now you may close your mouth and breathe purely through your nose. Keep your eyes closed. Now, you want to imagine yourself very slowly levitating, only by a few millimeters above your bed or above your chair, just by a few millimeters. Your spiritual body and your physical body still overlapping. You've just risen by 2 millimeters maybe, just a little. Your spiritual body appears to be gently luminescent, nothing special, nothing over the top. But it is the imaginary or spiritual body that you're going to be focusing in on from now onward. You are the spiritual body. It rises just by another millimeter, just a little more, moving upwards. You can sense the feeling of moving upwards. The pulse seems to get stronger at the back of your head. You're enjoying the sensation. You are not afraid. You expect nothing, you anticipate nothing. You just enjoy it. Now, you move upwards just a few more millimeters. Just a few more. And there's this sense of floating. A gentle sense of floating. It feels interesting. It feels different. Hold your attention on the sense of floating and the feeling of floating. Enjoy it. And move upwards. Just by another couple of millimeters. Just a little further. Now, start to take more control over this feeling of floating. Do not tense the body. Keep the body relaxed, but the mind alert. Alert and focus on visualizing yourself, feeling yourself, imagining yourself moving upward, millimeter by millimeter. You are under control now, and you are controlling the very slow and steady movement upward, upward, upward. Maybe your legs are feeling lighter, your arms are feeling lighter or slightly dizzy. It's an experience you don't mind at all, you really rather like it. Carry on moving upwards, upwards, upwards. A few more millimeters, a few more millimeters. And now you're moving upward a centimeter at a time. A little further, a little faster, just little by little. Just hold your attention on this wonderful feeling of floating and flying. Upwards, upwards, upwards. Little by little. Don't force it. Just enjoy it. Stay relaxed. Stay calm. And keep your attention on this feeling of floating and the pleasure you're getting from it and how much you're enjoying this sense of floating and flying away. Bit by bit, millimeter by millimeter, upwards, upwards, upwards. The pulse is quite strong at the back of your head, but nowhere else in your body now. It's beautiful. And it feels like it's your consciousness, your awareness, the thing that is really you, is in this imaginary body, not the physical body. Enjoy it, experience it, and carry on floating upwards and upwards and upwards, enjoying it, feel it. Just let go, and enjoy the floating sensation. There's nothing to fear. You expect nothing, you anticipate nothing. Just carry on rising, 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 upward and upward and upward. You are doing very well. Carry on rising upward. Enjoy it. Feel the pleasure of rising. There is no fear. There is nothing to worry about. This is natural. Now, your body is maybe 2 or 3 feet above your physical. Your real body, your imaginary body, is really above your physical by a few feet. Still feel the pulse at the back of your head, but now feel yourself shifting, sliding in the air, maintaining your altitude, your height, but moving towards a space in your bedroom or in your room where you know there is a place where you could stand. But your body is moving horizontally, sliding through the air to that one particular place. Slowly, very slowly. Hold your attention on it. Enjoy the moving, enjoy the feeling, enjoy the sensation, enjoy the floating, enjoy the floating. The spirit body is still moving across the room, horizontally now. That feeling of the pulse in the back of your head is still there. And you're moving slowly across the room. Slowly across the room. Almost there now, just bit by bit. Okay. You're doing very well. Just carry on floating. Carry on floating. Carry on floating. Now, your body starts to turn to move it upright, and it moves down to ground level as the feet touch or reach out to touch the floor, and the body moves towards the upright position. You still feel the pulse beating at the back of your head. Okay, that's your lifeline. You're perfectly safe. Your body carries on moving until it's upright. And once you are upright, be aware of where your imaginary body is, where your spiritual body is, where the real you is standing. Be aware of the furniture around you. Be aware of the ceiling, the floor, the walls. Think about them in their right position relative to your real body, the imaginary body, the spiritual body. And if anything else comes to your mind during this exercise, anything else you see or feel, make a mental note of it. Don't worry about it. Enjoy the experience, because you are free, truly free. Now, you can feel a desire to return to the physical. You turn your attention upon your physical body. You reach out to it. You feel yourself automatically moving upwards to the same height you were at when you started the projection across the room. You feel yourself turning back onto your back and sliding over through the air and returning towards the physical body. You experience yourself above what you now know as your physical body, and the spiritual body slowly descends back into the physical body. Imagine it, feel it, sense it, believe in it, know it. You're slowly descending back into the physical body bit by bit. Do not open your eyes yet. Wait until the spiritual body and the physical body is in perfect coincidence. You will start to feel yourself feeling a little warmer when this happens. Now your two bodies are in coincidence again, perfectly superimposed. Open your eyes, now. Okay, well done. Now what you've just experienced is just a meditation visualization which you can use to basically train yourself to try and do this more and more. When I try and do this for myself, I often try and do it at night when I'm going to go to bed. I'm also concerned that when I do this when I'm going to bed, I might just fall asleep and then completely forget about the whole exercise. So I try and jam it into my mind that there's one particular place where I'm going to materialize, so to speak, and I'll wake up in that position in the spiritual body. And once in a while I get the experience of being perfectly awake, and the rest of it standing up in my kitchen area or in the middle of the high street, perfectly awake, perfectly conscious, sometimes wearing my dressing gown, but that's just the astral body, and it goes there for a few moments. I wake up, maybe I surprise myself, and I seem to zoom straight back to the physical. Some people say that falling dreams are actually characteristic of the astral body that's been wandering around during the dream, zipping back into the physical body. And some people also seem to suggest, including of course Sylvan Muldoon and Harold Carrington in the book Projection of the Astral Body, that during all dreams your astral body is in fact moving all around the place in proportion to the movements in the dream, in the imaginary world, because that's the dream world, but your astral body, your spirit body is still moving around during that experience. And then when you have your falling dream, that's when boom, that's when you wake up, because your spirit body and your physical body is being recombined again. Which I think is an interesting hypothesis, because usually after you've had a falling dream you seem to wake up, or at least I do. Usually. Anyway, that's something for you to play around with. Do your own variations. Think about the relaxation meditation I've done, and also think about the way that this one works out as well. And just see how happy you feel about combining them, mucking them around with them, making them longer, making them shorter, and just practice and basically have as much fun as you can with that. It's using exercises like that I have had at times, not always, because none of this is 110% reliable, so you don't worry about whether it's going to be reliable or not, okay? Just don't worry about that. But just do it for the hell of it, okay? But at times I've had experiences when I've shared dreams with people and stuff like that, and so that starts to make you think, in inverted commas, maybe there's something in it, okay? Which is great, okay? Just, we don't know. There's no real way in which we can say certainly what's been going on. But you can experiment with that with like remote viewing type experiments and the rest of it. But it takes a bit of practice. And even when you are terribly experienced in practice, you're still going to not get it right all the time. Just basically have fun. And that's my main message for you for today. Obviously rate, comment, subscribe, favorite and share. And I will speak to you again soon. Good fortune, God and or Goddess and or none of the above bless. Nick Dutch signing out for now. Keep cool.